Let's organize these requests in our Postman by creating two folders inside our order manager collection. So I'm going to create customer service folder, and another folder I'm going to create as order service. Then I can move these requests into the respective folder. Now all the customer related requests in the customer service folder, and I'm moving the order service related endpoints, order service related requests to the order service folder. Let's see, we have right now two statuses. One is pending, the other one is in progress. So if we want to update order, we normally have to pass status inside the payload. So for example, in this case, we are passing order status as in progress with status ID as 2. Similarly, we can do a simple test by try to update this order, and at the same time we can change the status value from in progress to assigned. So right now in our database we have in progress as the value, status value for the status ID 2, but what we are doing right now is in the update order request body we are changing the value of the status for the status ID 2. And let's see what happens if we send this request. So we can see it shows that uh, update was successful and the order date has changed, and also order status is now showing as status ID as 2 and status as assigned. Let's go to the database and see what's the value in the status table now. In the orders table, we can see order date has updated and the order status also updated. In the status table, now we can see for the status ID 2, we have the status as assigned. Earlier, we had the value as in progress. So by updating the order, we were able to update the status value as well. So this is actually not something uh, good because most of the time we don't want to update the status value when updating the order. So that's because of the cascade type merge that we used in our order entity. So because of that, we had to experience this behavior. So let's stop the project and let me change this to uh, just to annotation of many to one without specifying any cascade value. So after that, let's see what happens if we run the application. Let's run the application. Application is starting. It was started now in port 8082. Let's go back to the Postman and let's try to update the status again in our order request body. Right now we have the value assigned for the status ID 2. And in the orders table, we have these values for the order ID 1. First, let's change the order date to this, and let's change the status, order status for the status ID 2 to in progress. Earlier in the status table, we had the value assigned for the status ID 2. Now what we are going to do is, when we pass the order request through Postman, we are going to pass the in progress. Let's send the request, and we can see in the response we got the value as status ID 2 and status as in progress. But still, let's go to the database and double check what is in the database for the table status. In the table status, we still see the status value as assigned for the status ID 2. Earlier, we were able to see it was updated, but this time it did not update. It only updated the order date, but status value for the status table was not updated. So that's actually a desired behavior, because we don't want to update status value when we always update the order, right? So that's what we achieved in this step, this video. We change the cascade type merge to, we remove the cascade type in the one-to-many relationship. So that's how we did that.